So much hope and inspiration over the weekend with the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk. Of course, each survivor had a story, and every one of them unique. But one common thread, and that's courage. And this morning we want to extend a special welcome to Janice Nick. And Janice, it is good to have you on the show.
Thank you, Amy.
Well, we've been talking a lot about all these different stories, and we want to share your story this morning because it's a little different story.
Correct.
And you were actually diagnosed, you said, back in 2011.
That was with metastatic breast cancer. I actually was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1998.
So way back.
Way back, and I took my 5 years of tamoxifen and forgot about it. It was like, you know, something that you don't think about. You had breast cancer, and
in your mind, you
over.
beat it, and that journey had come to an end.
Exactly. And then in 2011, I started getting horrible pains in my hip, and really they were horrible. I was sitting on ice, no matter standing with ice, sitting on ice. I couldn't do anything. I was a mess. I started going to chiropractic.
Of course, because that's what you would think.
Exactly.
Is, you know, I must have thrown my back out, or somehow I've hurt it, or
right. And then I took massage therapy, and then I went to a doctor I hadn't seen in quite some time, and I had lost like 30 pounds, and he said, "How did you do that?" And I said, "I guess I was just lucky, it came off." And he said, "We're going to do some blood work."
Yeah, because that's probably not normal.
No, it wasn't normal, and that's kind of what happened. So they did the blood work, and they found out that I was indeed in stage 4, which means that the cancer has traveled to a remote location. In my case, it was the bone in the hip. So I was fortunate to have cyberknife surgery in Bristol, which they don't. It's not invasive. They do it with a, you know, with a
like a robotic
radar thing, but it's targeted. And still, I have you know, weakness in that hip, but I'm stable right now, is what they call it. I'm not in remission, I'm stable, because when you have stage 4, you don't go into remission. It's always there, and it's always kind of lurking, looking for the next place that it would like to set up in your body. So the reason, you know, that this is October, we hear that 40,000 people, and that's men and women, die every year of this disease. And this is how they die. It's not from the initial breast cancer.
It's not from the lump.
Not from the lump in the breast. People don't die from lumps in the breast, and I'm not putting it down, because women go through horrible treatment. You know, some of it is the radiation and the chemotherapy is very difficult to go through.
So your message to women?
My message to women is, after you have gone your 5 years and maybe 10 years or whatever. Now, a lot of women are diagnosed right from the get-go that they are stage 4. It's already traveled somewhere. But if you have a pain in your hip or your leg or your wherever, make the doctor diagnose you. Don't let them say, "Oh, you have arthritis, or you have this, or you have that." Say, "I want a diagnosis. I want the blood work done." So, you know, but our cure is stopping this metastatic disease from, like they say, the horse has already left the gate.
Yeah.
So stopping that from happening, and even the people that are already in that state, finding a way to stop people from dying. That's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about.
What we all have to pull together and say, this is what it's all about. We don't want that 40,000 to die every year.
Absolutely not.
So.
And Janice, we thank you for
Thank
your
you,
courage
Amy. Thank you.
and for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And being that reminder that pay attention to your body.
Pay attention.
Especially after that diagnosis.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
We're going to give you a website for the
Thank
American Cancer Society if you would like more information on our website as well, WJHL.com. Lots of information there during this month of October. Stay with us. More of Daytime Tri-Cities coming up right after this.
I think we're okay.